Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel of anime reviews. This is Antoinette, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers. I know it has been a while since I've been online, and I know I said that I would record more, be posting more, but life happens. Few announcements. You can get your e-earrings at eastmaninc.com. That's eastmondinc.com. Also on there, you can in other, when you say shop in all in new, you can see the I'm good drawing a blank. Yes, The Girl Named Molly by Dolores Smith, which is also available on Amazon. And also you'll see Madness of Silence by me. It's a short book of poems. I did get a chance to reread it, and it seems like the format has like changed, like dropped off a few words. I don't know how, so but it's still a short read. It's also available on Amazon as well as Kindle. And you can also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can I'm on Spotify as Anime Reviews, on YouTube Anime Reviews 66, and also you can find me on iHeartRadio, Pandora, where else? I guess on all the different podcast platforms, you'll be able to find me under Anime Reviews by Antoinette. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment so I know like how you like it or don't. So today I'm going to do general reviews episode 5, and we're going to just touch on a few new anime and an old anime, and about a comic book that I recently stumbled upon that I really like, and I would like to share it with you guys. So let's start with Demon's School Aruma. They have the new season that's out. I don't like the theme song. The first two theme songs were really great, but this new one, I don't know. I don't think they put much effort into it. So in the last season, I believe, so Aruma is, he has gotten into the Royal Room 1, and he recently completed the, what do they call that? I'm trying to think. I'm drawing a blank on that. It's to get like a promotion. Yeah, like the promotion, I don't want to say quest, but that's what's coming to mind. It's, I guess promotion tests would what it's be like. And so they have to, so the kids has to be, as they call it, gamma, is that the the new rank. Yeah, so they have to like rank up, is what it is, in order to stay in the Royal One classroom. And for those who are not familiar with Demon School Aruma, he is a human that was brought over into the demon world because his parents, I think, were like gamblers and they kind of sold him to a demon to cover their debt. I think my head went out, which is terrible. So he has like acclimated to his new life as a cheer demon's grandson, and along the way, there was like he ran into a villain group. I forgot what they call themselves. Is it Oberos? I believe that's what the group is called. Yes. So, and I think one of the students, he succumbed to his demon cycle. So, for those who don't know, then within that demon world, they have like certain types of time when the demon like goes into his demon cycle and he becomes like evil throughout that cycle. But for the most part, the demons kind of have like a similar human culture. They have their malls, like it's a pretty decent demon world. Like they have an amusement park, which was powered by prisoners, by the way. Apart from that, I think those were the only similarities they had, like in the demon world. I think the villains, they kind of feel like those nice cities that I have, like kind of made the demon stuff, so they're like rebelling against that. So they feel like demons should be more demonesque, if that's the word. So in this season, they did their final rank up, so they can remain within the classroom. And the Royal One classroom was the classroom of the previous Demon Lord. I believe they showed more about him in this season. He was actually a giant demon, really. I think the person that admired him the most, he's also a giant demon, very tall, which I'm kind of glad they're shown different size demon, which I wish they would have like in the beginning. So, because like not our demon the same shape and size, well, you may not know. And I'm kind of like based on it. I'm not able to hear myself. Testing. All right, now I can hear myself again. Based on, what am I basing it off? Movies. Based on movies, demons are different shapes and sizes, so it's not a personal experience that I'm relating to when I say that. if you did not get it. I'm if there are moments that you can't hear me, I'm having a little issue with my mic. I'm trying, it's not my usual mic. This is something different, so it's like a speaker cord like attached with my microphone. I think it was better than the regular mic since I didn't have like the soundproof thing, and it feel like that mic was like absorb like every single sound. So hopefully this one works with the headset, and hopefully the noise cancellation will work a lot better. And I'll do the replay to see how well noise cancellation works. Good thing I like about this mic is that it's no lagging, so that's the good thing that I like. Alright, so let's continue. I did stray a lot. Alright, so Demon School Aruma is really just a fun anime to be watching. But if you're more into like scary, I don't think, do we have an anime out that's like deep scary? I don't think so. I know most animes, like the comics are way better than the anime adaptation themselves, but it's really a hit and miss. Alright, before I did find a new comic that I fell in love with. It's a cat comic. It's called Cat Comic Diaries by Aimi Hikaru. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They're also on YouTube. You can follow them at Aimi Art Studio, but you can find their anime on their comic on Webtoons, which is really great. It's about two friends. They grew up together, and I believe they had one had moved away. They were like separated, like in between, and then I would say like, is it through adult or a high school? They reconnected, but they didn't know they had reconnected with each other at first. So it's a love story. Testing. Hello. All right. I think my mic went out. Yeah. Testing. All right. So just piggyback off what I was saying earlier. So they reconnected probably around in their high school age. And but she didn't recognize him since he's a bit different, and the story kind of is like based on them like reconnecting and falling in love. And she has cats, so it's they kind of form like that bond over the cats. It's a really good read. You'll enjoy it. I did. I also wanted to talk about two new animes that I've recently fallen in love with. There is Kill Blue, which is super cool. It is fun to watch. So Kill Blue is about an assassin. It's an assassin show, so it's very action thrill. He is very skilled, has like 100% kill count. So on his first mission, like he was able to stop whatever was going on, but in the process, he got stung by a bee that was created by a pharmaceutical company, and it aged him backwards and made him a middle schooler again. So the so his boss gave him a job to recon a middle school for his granddaughter to attend. But at the same school, like the daughter of the pharmaceutical company is there, and they're hoping that she may know something else, like what her father is making, which I think, well, which I didn't think was possible, because kids are rarely interested in what their parents are working on. So, which my theory was right. Like, as the show progressed, like, you see that she did not know much, but, so he was, like, also given, like, a mission to, like, get closer to her in order to, like, find out what she knows, but she keeps getting, like, kidnapped because people, like, heard about, like, the new drug that they've developed then, but no one knows what it is, but except for him, and he's trying to find a cure. But I feel like within that same, so before I get to that, her dad, like, put out this message then that anyone is able to be her fiance would inherit the pharmaceutical company, and so that, and so she asks, I think his name is Ogami. She asks him to be, like, her pretend boyfriend to stop, like, people, like, boys from confessing to her, and so, like, assassins are, like, sent to her middle school. So he was, like, given a pen, so if whoever could defeat him would be, like, her new fiance. It is hilarious, and you get to see his natural talent. So it's pretty interesting. So give it a watch if thriller is your thing. Also, the other anime show that I've been interested in that I've been watching is Demons of the Shadow. It is really interesting. It's about twins, boy and girl, that got separated as a child. But I believe in that work I wouldn't say magic, they use Daemons, I guess, and that's what they call them. And let's see, so the twin that was, I think one twin represents night and the other represents day, and apparently they're able to have these special gifts called break and seal, and but it only happens, like, they only are able to get that power, like, after they die, which is kind of tragic, you know. Then they're able to obtain the power and then revive. Um, so the mom and dad had run away with the sister, and the brother was like left behind, and but the head village, was like tricking him, and she like had like a fake sister that was like caged. I never understood, like, well, maybe they'll reveal it, but for whatever reason, his sister was always in a cage, and I never understood why that was. I don't know, because she was the at the time, what do you call it? Was the one that was supposed to get Seal. I believe Seal can probably how do I explain what Seal is? No, not Seal, Break. So Break can pretty much dematerialize anything. So I don't know if that was the reason that she was being sealed away. But the parents did run away. It sounded like the village chief was trying to like control like the parents and the twins, and they were able to escape with the sister. And so when she got older, so the village had a barrier around it, as I can recall. So the village like maintained like an older way of doing things, so they didn't have technology or anything like that, and they had like a barrier over the village, so they weren't able to see like planes or anything that was flying over them. And what was explained to the villagers, they could see like the smoke like from the jet planes, and they were like told that the smoke, like, it was a dragon. Like, damn, what kind of manipulation is that? So his sister and the people that she was with like broke, because she obtained Break, she learned how to control it, and she broke the seal and killed a lot of the villagers, and her brother was able to escape, I guess with one of the protectors from the village, but eventually, like, he did meet with his sister to ask her about their mom and dad, and you know, they kind of got to reconnect, but they're still being like, but she was like being pursued a lot, because there are like some people, I don't know if it was in the clan that she is with, that want to use the power Break, and I think so she's been like very guarded and stuff like that. And her brother, he's like a hunter, so he's able to defend himself, and he has, they call it Daemons, not demons, and he called them left and right, which is pretty basic names. And his demons are really strong. and I believe the sister, she was finally able to be compatible with a pair of Daemons. I think they're yin and yang. They represent yin and yang, and I believe when she and her, not believe, but that did happen. When she and her brother had met, you see like co-conspirators that were trying to attack them, in order to like get the power of break, and it was and I think there is someone within that clan that she was in that tried to kidnap her and her brother. At least that's my theory, and but they were able to capture like a lot of the people, because they used what do you call it, mercenaries. They hired a lot of mercenaries, because that mansion is usually like well guarded, so I do feel like it's an inside job. When they were like questioning the mercenaries, they said someone's daemon is able like to create a gate from like the wall, and that's how like they entered the property, because their property has a barrier and you can't enter it without being invited in by someone that lives there. So so it ended, the last episode I watched ended with them being tailed after leaving the mansion, and like trying to establish like communications, so they can like find out, because now like they have like a main goal, is just to find the twins' parents. But they were in the last episode I watched both the sub and the dub, but I think they were lured into one of his guardian's family home, which is also the daemon is a house, which is kind of interesting. But it so once you go inside, like it turns into this whole like lost. They call it like a lost land. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's like a lost land. It can like entrap you, so only like members of the family knows how to enter in or out. And while they were tracking their followers inside, like there were two demons that like attacked them from an unknown source. So they're in that battle. So I think this week a new episode is coming, so I'm looking forward to see how that battle ends. But as usual, the sub portion is episodes are far ahead of the English dub. So if you're strictly watching the sub, you'll find out like what happens like with that battle. I kind of want to wait until the English dub comes around, even though I don't mind watching both, because there are some episodes like that are really good, that I find really good, that I don't mind watching both the sub and the dub. And some of them, like if you watch sub, like you're okay, even if the dub comes out, you wouldn't watch it because like, yeah, I seen it, it's okay. And there's some that you have to watch both. Like you want to watch both. Alright, that's all that I got for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment. I'll catch you again, and this time I will try to post more. I really will. I promise I will. Alright, bye guys.